Hey everyone, welcome back to Red Devils Talk. You see it in the thumbnail, you already know it. Omar Berrada will be Man United's new CEO, and it's been officially announced by the club in an official statement. And of course, we'll speak about what David Ornstein has said and what he basically done at City with his time there, and who is Omar Berrada and why is he so highly respected and sought after within the footballing world in Europe and also the world. We'll speak about all of that in today's video. A massive statement by Ineos and Sir Jim. But of course, subscribe to the channel, drop a like first, and of course, click the notification bell so that you know when I do upload videos. Let's get into it without further ado. Omar Berrada. Myself, I have no clue who he is. Hence the reason why I didn't make a video immediately when David Ornstein brought the news out via his Twitter for The Athletic. And if I do say so myself, it was a nuclear bomb of a statement that was brought out by Ineos. But let me get to the reading because we're going to have to do a lot of bit of that today. But I want to give you the cold hard facts. I want to give you the actual evidence of just why Berrada is so massive for Manchester United and where we want to go as a football club once again. So, as per David Ornstein, it says that Man United to name Man City's Omar Berrada as new CEO, led by Ineos with Glazer backing, will take executive leadership of football plus business and sit on the board and report to the owners. He is highly regarded and many will see it as a major coup. It is a major coup to take away Manchester City's CFO, their Chief Football Operations Officer, just like that, silently. Nobody knew or saw it coming, and boom, done. Statement made, contract signed, everything done. Now, we don't know when he's going to start, but we do know that he's going to be in place and start working for the summer transfer window for next season. Omar Berrada, I'm excited about. I, for one, said that Sir Jim will have to do a lot to earn my type of support, with regards to him having a 25% stake in the club. And this is a good start with the likes of Dan Ashworth still looking to be gotten and Paul Mitchell potentially. This is a very good start by Ineos. But let's get to the official club statement, and it says Manchester United is pleased to announce the appointment of Omar Berrada as its new CEO. The club is determined to put football and performance on the pitch back at the heart of everything we do. Omar's appointment represents the first step on this journey. I want to get back to that small paragraph that was the opening paragraph in this particular statement because it's very important and also very exciting to read. Further on, it says, as one of the most experienced football executives at the top of European football, Omar brings a wealth of football and commercial expertise with a proven record of successful leadership and a passion to help lead change across the club. He is currently serving as Chief Football Operations Officer, as I said, for City Football Group, overseeing 11 clubs across 5 continents, and prior to this, held senior roles at Barcelona. It is our stated ambition to re-establish Man United as a title-winning club. We are pleased that Omar will be joining us to help achieve that goal, so that once again, United fans can see, in the words of Sir Matt Busby, the red flag flying high at the summit of English, European, and world football. Omar's start date will be confirmed in due course, and in the meantime, Patrick Stewart will continue as the interim CEO. Now, this was an official statement brought out by the club a couple days ago, and that in itself, I mean, that statement where it literally says that we want to put football and a performance on the pitch back at the heart of everything we do. Omar's appointment represents the first step on this journey. That is good news. That shows that the club now knows and has and should have known that football is the most important at Manchester United. The fact that we brought in someone who has a football brain and only has worked at the highest level, and we've seen the success that City has gotten, and that is partly because of his work, partly because of his efforts and ideas being pushed to reality behind the scenes. We see the successes of City, and that is why the likes of Sir Jim have gone to go and get only the best in the business. It was him, Jean-Claude Blanc, as we know, that we thought was going to be the CEO, but he has a seat on the board and will be part of Sir Jim and Ineos' team and Sir Dave Brailsford. This shows a huge step in the right direction, and football has to be the most important at Manchester United. You can't have the tail, which is the business, controlling the body of the dog. The dog itself needs to control the dog. Manchester United's football needs to be number one so that the business, the tail, can wag in its entirety. Now let's go on to exactly who is Omar. Let me read to you. It is said that he was born in Paris to Moroccan parents. Berrada went through the American school system before dropping out of Massachusetts Engineering College and studying at the EU Business School. Living in Barcelona in the final year of his 3-year course, he ended up staying in the Spanish city for over 15 years and secured roles at Honda and internet provider Tiscali. He emerged as Barcelona's head of sponsorship in 2004 and remained in this post until August 2011. It was at this point City moved to recruit his services, appointing him as head of international business development. Further roles as director of partnership sales and group commercial director followed before he became chief operating officer in September 2016. His time working solely for the Sky Blues ended in September 2020 when a promotion to overseeing football operations for the entire City group came about, making him responsible for multiple sides at once. The role saw Berrada tasked with overseeing talent management, performance services, and football intelligence. The City Football Group has stakes not only in City, but also clubs in the United States, Australia, India, Brazil, Uruguay, and other countries. Girona, currently first in La Liga, serves as a prime example of the work being done to transform teams, the way they possess their style of play as per City, Barcelona, etc. He's also been at the heart of some inspired pieces of transfer business conducted by City, in particular, none more than the deal for Erling Haaland in the summer of 2022. He has done excellent work behind the scenes, and I'm going to delve deeper into what he has been doing and is currently doing at Manchester City so that we can see exactly what type of work he's going to be doing for Manchester United and more. So this is the strategic mind that will elevate Manchester United's executive game. In the world of football executives, the appointment of Omar Berrada, and this is also via Terry Flewers, the appointment of Omar Berrada as Man United's new CEO has sent waves of anticipation and admiration across the football community. Formerly City's COO, Berrada has carved his niche as a strategic mastermind, playing a pivotal role in researching City's destiny both on and off the pitch. His strategic triumphs. Berrada's tactical prowess extends to the transfer market, where his keen eye for value and strategic patience has set him apart. Snubbing the idea of immediacy, he deemed Maguire too costly, opting instead to wait a year for Diaz, a move that gracefully replaced the void left by Company. The moment he saw that Leicester City were going to let City overpay for Maguire, and we know we paid 80 million for him, he simply waited and moved on to the next. There was no desperation of he's the only person we have to get him now. No. He knew there were alternative options, and he knew that there were better options that you could get at a better price. So that will be an important and key element in our transfer strategy moving forward, and will show that we will bring in players on a better wage and also in a better economic sense, and we won't be splurging and spending money on players that we might not be getting and desperate players. So he will be fantastic for Manchester United. His strategic recruitment. His fingerprints are all over the signings that have defined City's recent success, as I said earlier on in the video. Berrada's wait and watch approach saw Jorginho passed um, passed over in favor of securing Rodri a year later. And we know how integral Rodri is to Pep Guardiola and City's style of play and their system. His strategic planning also played a key role in securing Erling Haaland, as we have talked about earlier. His financial acumen. At the heart of his role as CEO for City Football Group, Berrada meticulously oversees the financial landscape, ensuring that City does not overspend. Very important, which is what we, for the past 10 or so years, have been doing every single transfer window, overspending on players who are not good enough. His disciplined approach has not only kept the club financially sound, but has also facilitated strong dealings in the transfer market, a key factor leading to his elevation within the organization. Now, these are things that he's doing beyond the pitch. Berrada's influence extends far beyond the signing of players. At City, he was the mastermind behind strategic planning, looking 4 years into the future. This involved forecasting player departures, budgeting for revenue growth, and overseeing significant capital spending, including stadium development. You saw the successes that City have had. Berrada was at the heart of it all for the past 5, 6 years that City have been doing well. And us getting him shows that we are moving in the right direction, and Jim and Ineos have done very well to get a hold of City's former CFO, and by doing it silently has also shown exactly how serious Sir Jim and Ineos is about getting us back to the elite top part of football in Europe and the world. He was instrumental in Guardiola's appointment, and also beyond the realm of football, he oversees crucial aspects of the business side, adhering to proper processes to ensuring that bids and wage offers align with the financial strategy. Now, I know City have the 115 charges, and a lot of people have said, is he involved with those fraudulent dealings and was he involved with City's cheating? We don't know for sure. It has been reported by James Ducker from the Telegraph that he was not involved in any of those charges, but we will see. And we will see that impacts Manchester United, but a lot of their directors and executives have been leaving, and he's only one of a few that have shown that they're leaving before City actually does get charged heavily. So, as Omar Berrada takes the helm of Man United, his track record speaks volumes. His strategic brilliance, coupled with a deep understanding of both footballing and business intricacies, positions him as a beacon of hope for United's ambitions. In Berrada, they have found not just a CEO, but a strategic architect shaping the club's future on all fronts. Now, we know Terry Flowers is a Man United supporter. He is proudly a Man United supporter, and this was an article that he wrote on Omar Berrada. I'm excited to see what he has in store for us and what the future will hold. As I said, if Dan Ashworth and Paul Mitchell come in, that's going to be a powerhouse of a team and something that is very exciting. The proof is in the pudding, as I said in my previous video, and Omar Berrada is someone that we can be excited about. It does give us immense and enormous hope for a good, beautiful future in terms of Manchester United's football. We see what Girona is doing in La Liga. We see what City is doing. We see how they are successful. The teams behind, the City Football Group in Melbourne, City, etc., Girona, etc., the team that is in Uruguay, I can't get to their name now, but these teams are performing well because the structure behind the scenes has been put in place by Omar Berrada. Pep Guardiola would not have been successful if it was not for Cheeky Berikstan and Omar Berrada, as we know. So, very, very good news to know that he is going to be our new CEO. When he will start his work, that will be only announced, I'm sure, after Sir Jim's full deal has been ratified by the Premier League, and of course, with more recruitment appointments to be made behind the scenes. We will be speaking about it here on Red Devils Talk. Hit the notification bell. Subscribe to the channel, please. I appreciate the love and support. If you've watched the video until this particular moment, I thank you for that, and thank you for joining me in this video. I'm excited about Omar Berrada, and I cannot wait to see what he's going to do to transform our structure behind the scenes with other appointments that is still to be made. Sir Jim, you are doing well so far, and you are off to a very good start. Let me know in the comments what you think about Omar Berrada and us stealing him from City. Let me know what you think about Sir Jim so that we can engage and speak about Manchester United. Thank you for joining me. Till we see each other in the next one. Bye bye, Red Devils. Thanks for watching. If you want more content on Manchester United, like, share, and subscribe.